because it is that time of year where all of you have Christmas stuff to do and don't want to sit on the phone with me, which is part of the reason we did Max Knowledge as your in-service at this time of year. So there is no in-service piece. So this should be a very short call. I do have a few things I do want to go over with all of you to keep you up to speed and get ready for 2017 because you guys are a great team and I want you here next year. I'm going to get started with Lydia talking about WellConnect and reminding us about this wonderful feature. Lydia?
Awesome. Thanks, Veronica. How many people remember what WellConnect is?
Me. I don't.
I love all the hand raisers. That's awesome. WellConnect, for those of you who are new or maybe have forgotten, WellConnect is a service that we offer to our students.
Excuse me, Lydia. Could everyone mute their lines, please? There's a lot of background noise.
All right, that sounds better. So WellConnect is a service that we provide for our students that's free of charge. WellConnect does a lot of things. Most notably, they offer counseling for our students, both in person and over the phone. If a student chooses in-person counseling, they find a place for them in their area and they send them there. And all of our students and their dependents are eligible for up to 5 free counseling sessions per problem that they might be having. So that's one thing that they can do. WellConnect also will help students coordinate resources. So say a student calls you and they say, hey, you know what, I can't do my classes because I don't have childcare. They can call WellConnect because they're all over the country, and WellConnect will help look for resources that are available in their area and will help them get what they need to get and get them on the phone with the right people. WellConnect also, as much as it's a resource for our students, they have lots of resources for you as an instructor. You can call and get the same services that a student can. Their website is full of all kinds of great articles on all kinds of subjects that you guys might want to read or point your students towards their website as well. So I have asked Carson and Kimberly to put the WellConnect handout for faculty on the Faculty Resource Center. I've also asked them to put the student handout. I find it's handy to have that student handout saved on your computer so you can just fire it off to a student when they're having some issues. Say, hey, you might want to check this out. It's free, it's anonymous, so if they call and they say, hey, I'm having this issue, WellConnect does not tell us what student called or what kind of service they got, especially if it's counseling, because that's covered under HIPAA law. So that sometimes will help a student feel more inclined to call. So those will be in the Faculty Resource Center for you guys to take a look at. This is a great resource and it's underutilized. We have a couple of students each term that maybe use it, and then we don't publicize it enough. So feel free to use that with your students. It is absolutely 100% free. All right, Veronica, that's all I got.
Thanks, Lydia. And you guys, we are going to share, there is a newsletter that comes out as well, and we're going to advertise this more to our students and to you. Lydia and I didn't realize you guys are not getting that newsletter for your support as well. So we will be advertising this more, making it more in front of you to make sure this is something that we're providing at Vista College to support not only the students, but also you. Thanks, Lydia. Okay, with that said, I'm going to move on. End of year, this is a fun time. I really, really want to thank all of you for getting your Max Knowledges done. There are only a couple where we didn't get your certificates to make sure that you got that done. And also, you have been reminded several times of in-field training. I am so pleased to say there's only a handful left that we're waiting for the end of the year. Deadline is end of term. And that is a requirement to be on the schedule come January 2nd when you all come back. So I look forward to seeing your documentation on your in-services. If you have not gotten that in, I know you did it. I just need that document to prove it. And once we have that, we're moving forward into 2017. Sarah, I think there are a couple other things for the faculty file to get renewed. If you want to take a moment, check on roll call and remind them that they're going to get those reminders.
Okay, Tanya is out sick, unfortunately, so I don't have an update for sure on who still needs to send us an updated resume. But if you haven't done that, please remember that we need to have a current resume annually from you. So if you started in the last month or two, that one is current enough and we're good. But otherwise, make sure that you've sent Tanya an updated resume for going into 2017. We will also need to do a faculty development plan for 2017 for everyone. I don't believe that those have actually been sent out yet, so I'll make sure that we get those out to everybody now so that we can get your anticipated in-field development on file for next year and move forward with that. Quick roll call. These are just the people that I don't have checked off. So if you're on the call, let me know. You may just be dialed in under a phone number, so I can't see your name. Dave DeFabio, I know you was trying to connect. Did you make the call, Dave?
I just got a text from him saying that the call-in number's full.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a teacher with the same problem. Is there a 50-person max? Because I have somebody else trying to get in and she can't get in either.
Oh, no. Okay, well, good thing we're recording it then. Okay, so Dave can't get in. Who else can't get in, Susan?
Esther Russo.
I'm checking on that now,
Okay.
Susan.
Okay,
Okay, well, let me go ahead and check.
Anyone with a smartphone, we can give them their number and we can merge them in. I tested this. I always have a plan B and C.
Okay, well, let me just double check the roll call real quick, see if we're missing anyone else. George Martinez. All right. I didn't see Rick Massey join the call. Do you know if he's expected to be on today, Veronica?
I know he is out ill today, so he might not.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Rick McElroy? All right. Someday I'll learn how to pronounce his name properly. Ron Reinhardt. Okay. Peggy Smith. And Christy Vossmund.
Christy Wassman is here.
Hi, Christy. Thank you. Okay, that's everybody that I was missing, so hopefully we can get Dave and Esther connected if that's their issue. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Again, we are recording this so we can make sure they get the information. Moving on, next thing on the agenda, everyone looks forward to the AR award for new instructors that may not know what that stands for. Adjunct Recognition Award. Every term, some, but actually several faculty members stand out. And I get the fun with the program directors and our campus director to go through and select one. Carson, I don't know if you were planning to share your screen for your part as well, but I do want to announce our AR award winner, last one of this year. We just started it this year. The winner is Anne. And with that being said, Anne has done an amazing job, and she crossed 2 disciplines. She has worked with both Sherry recently and started with Susan Cousins. So I'm going to give them both an opportunity to say why Anne deserves this award. Susan, I'm going to let you go first because you started her.
Okay, I would just like to make it clear that she isn't staying with Sherry forever. I'm taking her back.
You are so giving it to me forever.
Anne has just stepped in and been amazing. When she tackles the hard students that even I get frustrated with sometimes with an enthusiasm that I actually like to follow up with. She energizes me with her enthusiasm, which is great, and she is just such an asset. The only problem I see is that Campus View may blow up with all of the posts that she puts in there, because there's literally, like, every student she has about 50 every time. But besides that, she is just a pleasure to work with, and I am very grateful that she's on our team. But she's on my team first, Sherry, then yours. Now you can go.
I tried to steal her. I happened to notice that Anne was posting in Campus View like crazy and doing a fantastic job of student outreach. She was getting students that I hadn't even thought were going to respond to her. So I went to Susan and asked if I could borrow her, and Susan is letting me share. I don't know how long she'll let me share, but she's letting me share. I actually got an email from a student this session telling me how amazing Anne was and how she made her feel empowered. She gave her books to recommend for grammar. It's amazing. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you to Susan for sharing her.
Well, thank you all. I'm just doing my job.
And I'm going to chime in one more time. It's not just all your documentation in Campus View. There's a difference between activity and productivity, and your productivity shows with your retention of students and their success rates, and it is amazing. Just right up there. We want to clone you like other AR award winners. So, Anne, congratulations. Your turn.
Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Okay, on that note, we're going to move on into the fun stuff. Behind the scenes, all of you, things are happening, and I love sharing our progression and how we continue to improve. So with that said, 2017 plans. We're at the end of the year. We keep growing, we keep planning, we keep improving. One thing on the table is possibly moving to a better LMS system. Canvas is on the table right now. So down the road, you're going to be hearing. What's that?
That was a big yes.
Well, that's good. Nothing is solidified, but that is the plan, where we're looking for 2017 to get out of Moodle and into something that is better for everybody. You on the front end, tracking your students, us on the back end, helping to support you. Very exciting stuff, and more to come on that. And with that said, you always know on these 444s, Kimberly and Carson have a lot of great stuff they want to share. So I'm going to turn it over to them.
Good morning, team. I just have quick updates. Carson will actually fill you in on what's really coming ahead. One way or the other, you guys' courses will be available by December 23rd for you to preview. But with that, Carson has a lot of information to give you in regards to what may be going on. I just want to wish everyone a happy holiday, and thanks for such a tremendous year.
Hey guys, this is Carson. Just a couple of the items that are somewhat new that we're still working with and or have implemented is number one, number 9 or number 10 and 11 right here of the Instructor Resource Center, if you're able to view my screen at the moment. A couple of the questions have been, plagiarism, how do you handle it? What are the steps to handle plagiarism if you sense a student plagiarizing or notice they are plagiarizing? And also how you handle extension requests if a student is requesting an extension. So both of those items are here. Again, just go into the information. It gives you step-by-step what you need to do for both of those items, both how to handle plagiarism and how to handle extensions. So those are brand new in the IRC. Before we move on to the next item, are there any questions about these two items that Lydia, Veronica, or any of us can answer for you? Okay. Okay. The next item is Zoom, number 24. Now, I literally just got done with some material that I'm putting into it actually during this call. So if you go in there right now, you're not going to see a whole lot. But in probably about an hour or so, everything should be there. What we've done is since we have started using Zoom, we assigned 5 specific rooms as kind of common or shared rooms. So there is one for business, there's one for general education, there's one for technology, and there's one for the law or criminal justice side. Those rooms were just set up today or activated today rather. And I have an email that I'll be sending out to the program directors with the login information for those respective rooms, and then they can forward that on to you. But I'll also put that information in the Zoom area as well. I just finished creating a video right before this started that I'll put in there as well on how to use it, just the quick ins and outs of it. I think you guys will have a lot of fun with it, as Veronica mentioned. We're always testing it, but anyway, just kind of take a look at those items, and if you have any questions at all, let us know. Any questions about those items? Okay, the very last one I want to mention is let's see here, Campus View training number 15. This was Sherry created this quick preview guide, and I thought it was pretty awesome. So she created this for us. Take a look at it. And it's at the end of number 15. I think you'll enjoy it. That's it for me, unless you guys have any questions.
I have a question, Carson. Can you hear me?
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Worth the drive.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right,
Carson,
hold on.
I have a question.
I'm going to mute Jared real quick. There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to raise my hand.
Go ahead, Glenda.
Okay, my question is, as the IRC continues to grow, the thought just came to me as you were showing the 2 new items, is could we have built into this some way to categorize the subjects and the topics where, for instance, when you said extension, my mind went to, I would like to be able to search that or find that really quick in the IRC by clicking on the letter E. And then it pull up all the items that have, it's been coded to extension. Coded with the letter E. You see how, because it's growing pretty big.
Yeah, so alphabetizing it essentially?
Yes, right. Some type of way to alphabetize it so that we can quickly retrieve things when we're looking for them. Because I have gone in from time to time, and then I can't find something and I'll call you or text you or something. Yeah. And It's right there. It's right there all the time. I just looked under the wrong thing or I overlooked it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. It's definitely something we can do. Okay. Would you mind sending me an email with that item and I'll put it on my to-do list?
Okay, I'll do that.
Great. Good suggestion. Any other questions or suggestions?
Yeah, Carson, I heard not only alphabetizing, but also searchability is what I heard. Mm-hmm. She wants to enter the letter E in search.
Yes.
And that might be a functionality that we could add.
Yes, and
right.
Obviously, going to a new LMS, things may change quite a bit as well. So when we figure out when the implementation date is and what that looks like in Canvas and what that functionality is, we'll keep everybody posted, but I'm sure we can get that done.
Okay, thank you.
To add to Glenda's genius here is, could we have a symbol or something that says this is really useful to new instructors versus this is next step type information?
Yeah, so kind of like beginning versus down the road type stuff?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, send me an email. I'll put it on my to-do list. We'll get it done. We can figure something like that out, I'm sure.
Thanks.
Sure. Okay, well, as always, guys, if you have any suggestions for the IRC, because that's how it grows, and just send those requests our way, Kimberly and my way, and we will get those in there for you so that you have the resources that you need. On that note, I will turn it back to Veronica. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Carson. And faculty, as always, I love the ideas coming. This is how we got to this point, and you are a valuable asset on this team. And with that said, I do not want to keep you any longer on this phone. I do want to wish all of you a safe and happy break and good times. Refresh yourself, be ready. 2017, we got some great stuff coming. So I look forward to seeing you next. Go ahead.
Veronica, I want to remind everybody, tonight we're having the holiday party and we're doing a prize drawing, and all of you are included in that. So be sure to check your email tomorrow morning to see if you won.
That was actually on my list, Sarah. That was on my list of my closing. So I wish whoever wins, I look forward to that. I love the community we're building here and the teamwork, and everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy end of term, and I will see you all online.
Thanks. I want to meet Don Person's puppy dogs. He's got at least 2 of them.
Me too.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays.
See ya.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Thank you, Carson.